Hello, and welcome back to Meadowgrove. So, we've had two quick changes in between the episodes. It is still the same day, but you can also see the money has increased slightly. This is because we sold the HDK. I will show you which one it was. It was this nice triple axle with a massive capacity. It was too big, I just couldn't get it around the country lanes. So what we've bought instead is this. It is quite small. It's 11,800 in capacity, but it's a really nice model, apart from a slight white line there around the edge. It's a lot cheaper. It's still a dolly, but it's so much smaller we're going to be able to use it around the fields, and I don't mind having to empty twice if that's what's really needed. The other thing is we've now got this nice front weight. It's almost the same colour. This is the New Holland blue, which I've used. So this is because for the afternoon we need to do a bit of cultivating. So we've got the cultivator attached here, and we are now going to be heading off. So let's get going. I also did a bit of manoeuvring with the harvester. Tried to take it back to the edge of the field, which I said I was going to use just for storing implements and tractors and harvesters and those kind of things. I had a bit of an accident with the traffic that meant the header fell off, and then I discovered that I couldn't actually get the header through the gateway or even down the lanes. So at the moment the harvester and the header are parked in the animal dealership. I'm just going to leave it there for now. When we next need it, we'll put it back onto the header trailer and wheel it round. But it does seem that this map is so tight, it might be too difficult to use a header of that size, which means we may have to downgrade our harvester, which would be a shame because it's a really nice harvester. But of course, if you look at the map, there are no really big fields. It's quite difficult to see it in that view actually. If I just stop here quickly. Yeah. If you look, so we've got 47. That's one of the largest fields. The others, we check the size. Oh, it doesn't say. But there's 81 and 3, 62. Probably about the same size, so maybe we just don't need a harvester of that size. So we have to see how it goes. Because we've now got the increased money, the other thing I'm thinking of is that we are almost able, just turn down here, we are almost able to afford our home if we took out an extra loan. I don't really want to do this, but the other option is Alex and Barbara stay in a hotel overnight, and I can just edit the XML file in the morning to charge them, I don't know, average cost of a hotel, let's say 200 max for a night. So I could just edit the XML file afterwards. I'm trying to remember where the gated then is. It's difficult. In fact, this isn't actually our gate, this isn't our field. We're just kind of cheating and cutting through it. So I could do that, but really they need a house, because that will also allow me to sleep overnight, which is what's needed. Otherwise I'm going to have to manually sleep, which I don't really want to do. But first job of today is to get going with the harvester. So let's just unfold. This is a nice big harvester. Sorry. It's a nice big cultivator, especially for the size, the horsepower requirement. It's very, very small. I can see a problem coming up already though. So what I'm going to do, just put the handbrake on, we'll leave the engine running. Let's just get up here quickly. We need to close this gate, otherwise we're going to smash into it in a minute. There we go. Let's get back down here. And we can start our cultivating. So we've got this field that needs cultivating. And field 46, which is ready to go. Haven't decided yet what to plant, but we'll work that out after. So, just lower these down. Pull forward slightly actually. No, not backwards. Forward, there we go. Get the tool lowered, there we go. And off we go. Let's just check that we are covering the whole thing. So we'll do 2 headlands maybe. I'll see how it looks after the first one, because this is very wide. Probably got enough turning space without a second headland. And the machine is working really well. 9 miles an hour, no big problems. You can see Barbara over there, just by the gate. She's not really doing anything at the moment, but this is something I discussed last time, that with only one tractor, we can't do something with everyone at the same time unless it's harvest time. Just missed a corner, but it's okay. Lift up, spin around, drop it back down, and off we go. I did say I was going to speed up the time, so let's just do that. Because times 1, it means days are not going to progress very quickly. Right. There's 1 headland done on this side. So, let's drive down here. Start the headland on this side. I think we really don't need 2 headlands. I think it would be a waste. So here we go. I do have the cultivate, create fields with cultivating mod installed, but this is currently set to limit to fields. This field is big enough as it is. Don't really want to make the field any bigger. It's a very strange shape, this field, with the sort of little island in the middle of it, or strip. It's quite odd. Must have been a reason for it. Because I'm not actually sure if this is modelled based on a real location. In which case, if it is, and that's what's really there, I'm fascinated to know why. But we've almost completed this first headland now. And once we've done that, I will do a quick time lapse of the rest of it. And we'll see what time it is afterwards. We might be able to start seeding. Just take this strip out in the middle. Okay. Okay. So, I will time lapse this. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. For anyone who was wondering what was going on with the slightly off-centre driving there, that was just me trying to take a screenshot, of course, and going very off-course as I did it. So, we're almost finished with the cultivating. Once that's done, we'll go and put the cultivator back. I have decided to get rid of the class, the harvester, just purely because of the size of it. It doesn't fit down the lanes. It is an unnecessarily large machine for the sort of size of this map. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to buy one of the base game machines that is smaller. Not the smallest, because that would be ridiculous, but something that is definitely smaller than this current harvester. So we'll have a quick look before we go. To turn down here, of course, because I'm going into the top field, which is where we're currently storing implements. Driving a little bit too fast down here. because there are collisions on all of the fences and all of the gates, as well as the hedges. So let's just go back this up to the corner here. I'm not sure if I can lower this. Yes, I can. Perfect. So let's pull forward. So we're going to need to attach the header trailer. Because as I said, I cannot get the harvester down the lanes with the header attached. It's just too big. Put it into reverse gear, that'll be useful. Yeah, there we go. So we will go round to the shop so we can get the header. So this is the other problem, is that this header trailer is just so big. It's great, because I have a lot of trouble with a lot of the other header trailers where I find that the header actually hits the, I have no idea what it's called, but the unit at the back of the harvester that spits straw or puts out the swathe. I always find that I hit that with the header, with the harvester. I'm talking nonsense now. Basically, the header sits there in the middle over the tyres, and I usually find that there's not enough distance between it on the neck of the trailer, so it hits the back of the unit. But of course, on this one, it is a brilliant size, but it's too long for this area. In case you're wondering why I'm reversing, it's because I think, I'm really hoping now, just double check. Yes, we need to put the trailer, the header, on this way. Back up into here. Get the header dropped on. You can just hop out of there, please. Over the top, yep. Oh. I have to go around the back apparently. And get in from the other side. Which is also not the best idea. Okay. Let's turn this on. We can slowly pull out. Let's see, drop it off. Go back a minute. Handbrake first. Yep. Should have done that in the forward as well, but okay, completely forgot. We can stop there, and we'll get Barbara. We cannot climb that fence, but she can obviously hop over this little hedge, so that would be fine. So we'll get her to just hop over there, run around here. She can grab the harvester. I'm going to put her on follow me. Putting on follow me means I'm going to be charged. But it won't be much. If it comes to too much, then what I'll do is I will just add it back into the XML file afterwards. Because Barbara does not get paid for following Alex, and vice versa. They work together. So it would be stupid. That's the one key. Yeah. No. We go with 14. And let's get back to Alex. Let's just check that he gets out of there okay. Yep, seems to be okay. We've turned the traffic off, so that might help. So we'll sell the harvester. Okay, we're getting too far ahead. Let's just wait a minute. Let's wait for Barbara to catch up. Can't see her in the mirror yet. Ah, there we go. What's going on now? Because Barbara can only do 16 miles an hour. So if we start driving at 30 miles an hour everywhere, we're going to have problems. So when we get to the shop, we'll work out exactly what we're going to buy instead before we sell this. I don't want to make the mistake of selling it and then not having a viable alternative. Barbara, at least from the glance mod up there, seems to be doing better at getting up the hill than we are. So just finish driving down to the shop and we can get everything sorted there. For anyone who's interested in any other games, I've got a Let's Play of RimWorld on my channel, and there will be a flight simulator video released before this one, so it should already be available by the time you watch this. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, have a look. Let me know what I'm doing well or not so well. It'd be good for me to know. We can speed up now, we're close enough to the shop that Barbara will not lose our trail. There's always a danger of following here, that they lose the trail completely and you end up struggling. So let's get into here. I really hope that Barbara can fit through there. Turn our beacon lights off now as well. I do have Workshop Tabber installed, so I don't have to worry about disconnecting everything, even though I will actually, because it's a bit more realistic to do that. You wouldn't normally try and sell everything with everything attached, I guess. Oh, Shift and F, there we go. Getting Barbara to stop following us. So, let's have a quick look at harvesters. So we've got a TX32. What have we currently got? Let's check that. So we can currently have 200 horsepower, 7,500 capacity with a 6-meter header. Okay. 5,600. Okay. $6,400. So 258. That's 160. What's the price difference? 50,000. The axial, 5,000 less. Okay, so it would have to be this one, the New Holland. And what size header does a New Holland have? 4 meters, so it is a lot smaller. And unfortunately, because the class has got a Very stupid price. Everything's going to cost us a lot more, so we're going to have to take out a massive loan to do it. Okay, so in that case, let's get everything sold first. So prepare it, yes. Sell it. So that's 11,000. Okay. The class header, sell that for 3.5. Yep. And then Barbara, if you could please drive in. Oh, you've turned off the engine, of course. Let's get you into here. Perfect. Handbrake. You can pop out, we don't need you. Ah, hello Alex. Repair that, sell you. Okay, so we've now got 131,000. We don't really have many options, so we're going to have to go for it. So we'll buy you, yes. Then we'll buy the header. Yes, we will, but we're going to have to take out a loan for that. Take out 10,000 because we're going to need a trailer as well. Yeah, buy that. And then header trailer. I know it's small, but I think we should still have one. Look at that. It's one specifically designed. Okay. So Barbara, let's get you into our new harvester. To drive a bit better than this if we want to actually get some work done. I know we haven't achieved much in this episode, which is quite disappointing, but in the next episode we're going to start planting, and once we start planting we should then be on our way to making some money. And of course, we have now completely lost the ability to buy the house. So what we're going to have to do is just stay in a hotel. Like I said, I will just edit the XML file, remove 200 per night that we are there. I think that's the best way of doing it. Up really well. Let's drop this guy down. There we go. Now, we might now find immediately we have the same problem that I was talking about before with the back of the harvester hitting against the back. Like hitting against the header while the header's on the trailer. So let's see. If we do, this is going to have to be on a tractor, which will be quite annoying. That looks okay actually. Let's see how it turns. Oh, it seems to turn quite well. I'm happy with that. Okay. So, Barbara, handbrake on, switch that off. Switch it off. There we go. So, you, where have you gone? Oh, I am you. Strange sentence. Let's hop into the Ford. What we're going to need to do is pull up to our solitaire. This will not fertilise, so we are going to have to get some pallets of seed. I am going to use these lovely ones, the LSFM, because they're half the price of this. um, for the same amount of capacity, and of course double the capacity of that but the same price. So it just makes a lot of sense, really. How much can we fit in here? Let's have a look. 5,800. Okay, so I think we'll buy 2. We shouldn't need more than that. Where are they? They are over there. Okay. So, I'm going to do a bit of reversing wizardry here, I think. So we've got that filling up. Oh, look at that. You can see it shrinking. I've never noticed that before. It's a really nice effect. And we'll try and line up for this one as well. There we go. So yes, if you look here, you can see it sort of shrinking on the side as it gets smaller and smaller, less material in there. That's really nice. Okay. So we're going to have to just pull around, because this time Alex is going to follow Barbara. But not at 50, I think 30 would be fine. So, Barbara, engine on, handbrake off, and away we go. Let's see how this handles. I should put these beacon lights on as well. Oh. Let's just wait there. So helper H has become stuck immediately. I'm not quite sure why. Let's get you off, Alex, and see what's the problem. Not quite sure why he got stuck immediately. There we go. Let's go back here. Seems to be following okay. Yeah. Let's stick it onto cruise control. No need to manually drive all the way back. So, with this change of harvester, we have now depleted ourselves down to 3,387. And that is dropping, as you just saw, because we've got follow me turned on. But we do now have a harvester which will fit in our fields, which is good. It's probably more appropriate for the size of the map, even if it is one of the smallest harvesters in the game. But it does have a cab. Cab is very important. So everything seems to be going right. So I will jump cut back to the farm and see you in a minute. So here we are back at the farm. Barbara has just parked up the harvester. Alex, in the meanwhile, managed to get stuck on a gate. He was doing so well before that, to be honest. So let's try this again. I mean, I have bought very big equipment, so this may be a bit of a learning curve, and I have to sell the solitaire as well. Maybe it's too big. I think we'll just have to find out later on, really. Oh, crashed into a tree, of course, as you always want to do. So we will just park this. Turn those. Just park this right here. For now. And it's 5 o'clock. So, Alex and Barbara are going to go and stay in their hotel. And next time, we'll be starting a new day. And on that new day, we are going to see both this field and that field over there. If you have any suggestions for what crop type, please put a comment below. I think, as we've got the economy on normal, and this is meant to be the UK, so what we will probably do is do one field of wheat and one field of canola. I think that's probably a good idea. Have a bit of a variety, because the canola we can sell straight off the field, and the wheat we can maybe possibly leave it in the trailer. Although the trailer is still at the shop, so we'll have to get that before we harvest next time. So, till next time, see you again soon. Bye bye.